We are Artworkium, and this is where we dive deep to unlock the compelling stories hidden within the designs that changed the world.
Welcome back to Inventive Legacies, patents that shaped our lives. In this series, we really dig into the genius packed into patent documents.
Yeah, the very ones that inspired the historic designs you see in our online gallery.
Exactly. And we analyze them, maybe obsess over them a little bit.
That's right. And we started this series partly as an extra resource, kind of a thank you, really, to you for your interest in these histories. Your loyalty, digging into these stories with us, well, that's what makes all this fun research happen.
Absolutely. So today we're setting our sights on, recreational engineering, I guess you could call it.
Recreational engineering, I like that.
We're looking at a design from the toys and games section of the catalog, but this one feels like it was built tough, maybe to withstand a pub argument or two.
Oh, yeah.
The dartboard.
The classic dartboard patent. Today's deep dive. Who would have thought a simple pub game needed such robust mechanical thinking behind it?
Right. It's surprisingly complex when you look closer.
And definitely check out the link in the description. You can see the actual patent print diagrams. It's really worth seeing the details.
Okay, so let's hit the bullseye on the data first. We're talking US patent ID 2,060,405.
2,060,405. Got it.
Officially titled simply Dartboard. The inventor was Charles J. Widmeier. He was based in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Philly. Okay.
Application filed September 25th, 1935. And it was patented, published on November 10th, 1936.
Okay, so mid-1930s. Right near the end of the Great Depression. Now, when you look at the patent abstract, it sounds pretty straightforward, right? Improving scoring, helping players make the highest score.
Yeah, that's what it says up front.
But reading between the lines, the real issue, the mechanical headache Widmeier was tackling, that was all about durability, wasn't it?
That's absolutely it. See, back in the 30s, dartboards weren't these cheap, disposable things you see sometimes now. They were made of cork, maybe sisal fiber. They cost money. An investment.
Right.
And if you've ever played darts, you know where most throws end up landing, especially if you're any good or trying to be.
Right in them. We're near the high numbers, the 20, the bowl.
Exactly, those high-value spots. So you get this concentrated damage. The patent even uses the words considerably worn or pitted.
Pitted, yeah, I can picture that. That poor little center circle just getting obliterated.
And the whole board, this expensive item, gets wrecked just because of that one small, heavily abused area.
So Widmeier steps in. What's his big idea?
Well, his first major innovation is basically a defensive strategy against this focused wear and tear. He designed the centerpiece, that's target piece number 6 in the diagrams, to be replaceable.
Modular. Makes sense.
But not just replaceable, also reusable. This is where it gets clever.
Okay, tell me more.
The patent language calls it, let me find the exact phrase, angularly displaceably fastened.
Angularly displaceably. Okay, that's a mouthful. What does that mean?
It's patent speak for you can turn it, rotate that centerpiece right there inside the main board frame.
Oh, so if the area under the 20 is getting hammered.
You just twist the centerpiece a bit, maybe 60 degrees, 90 degrees, and suddenly a fresh, less worn part of that target area is now facing the onslaught.
That's brilliant. That's like built-in damage control, spreading the wear around.
Exactly. Low tech, but super effective preventative maintenance. But wait, there's more. He didn't stop there. Once you've rotated it all the way around and the front face is looking pretty rough.
Yeah.
The patent says the piece is also reversible.
No way. You can flip it over?
Yep. Take it out, turn it over, pop it back in. You get a whole new surface on the back to start abusing all over again.
Wow. So rotate it, then flip it. He basically gave you 2 boards for the price of 1 just by making that center bit smart.
Pretty much. It really speaks to the economics of the time, doesn't it? Making things last was crucial.
It really does. It's like rotating the tires on your car, but for, pub game supremacy.
Yeah.
Okay, so durability, huge factor.
Yeah.
But you mentioned scoring too. What about that?
Well, yeah, a long-lasting board is great, but it's useless if the scoring is messy or causes arguments. And that brings us to Widmeier's second big innovation, tackling the age-old dart boundary problem.
The dreaded bounce out or the dart sticking right in the wire.
Exactly. You're playing, maybe for drinks, maybe bragging rights are on the line in some 1930s pub. Your dart hits that thin wire between the 20 and the 1. What happens? Does it count?
Big argument potential right there.
Huge. And often, hitting the wire just right meant the dart simply bounced off and fell to the floor. Infuriating.
So how did Widmeier fix that?
He introduced thin radial and circular wires. You see them in the diagrams dividing the scoring segments. But here's the kicker. They weren't just passive lines.
Okay.
The patent describes them as dart-deflecting elements. Their job was to deal with those borderline hits.
Deflecting.
So, if the point, the spur of the dart, hits a wire, the wire's position and tension were designed so it would nudge the dart. It would be deflected to one or the other of the wires and stick into the board.
Get out. So the wire actually helps the dart stick in a scoring segment.
That's the idea. It forces the dart into one segment or the adjacent one. It eliminates the on-the-line debate, and it prevents those frustrating bounce-outs.
He literally engineered the argument away. That's really clever thinking for the time.
It shows a deep understanding of the actual gameplay frustrations.
Okay, so we got durability, we've got deflection for scoring integrity.
Yeah.
What about the layout, the numbers themselves? That seems pretty standard now, but was it then?
Good point. That layout is probably Widmeier's most enduring legacy, actually. The patent specifies the numerical arrangement, numbers 1 through 20, as being numerically irregularly arranged.
Irregularly arranged, meaning not just 1, 2, 3, 4 in order around the circle.
Right, and that irregularity is key to modern dart strategy. Think about where the high numbers are, the 20. What's next to it?
1 and 5, low scores.
Exactly. High-value targets right next to punishment zones. It's designed to penalize inaccuracy. You aim for the big score, you miss slightly left, boom, you get a 5. Miss slightly right, you get a 1.
So the layout itself is part of the challenge. The board is fighting back.
It really is, and the patent dives even deeper into scoring zones. It defines the inner segments near the bowl, the outer segments, and those crucial double and triple rings. It calls them inner and outer circular portions.
Okay, let's break that down with the patent's example. Say a segment is worth 20 points.
Right. If your dart lands in the main part of that segment, the fat part, it's 20 points. But if it hits the inner circular portion adjacent to it,
That's the double ring, right?
yep, that doubles the score. So 40 points,
And the outer circular portion.
that's the triple ring.
Yeah.
Hit that, and your 20 becomes 60 points. Big score.
Okay, so that defines the basic structure of scoring we still use today, doubles and triples. But you mentioned something earlier, a twist.
Yes, the ultimate twist, reserved for the very center, the bullseye.
Okay, what about it? Usually 50 points, right?
Right.
Or 25 for the outer bowl.
Not according to this patent. Get ready for this. The patent states, quite clearly, if a player engages a dart into the black spot in the center, the bullseye, element number 8 of that removable centerpiece,
Yeah.
the game is won.
Wait, what? 1? Not 50 points. Just game over. You win instantly.
Instantly. Game over. Lights out. That single shot wins the entire game, regardless of the scores otherwise.
Wow. That completely changes the strategy compared to modern 01 games where you're just chipping away points.
Totally. It makes the bullseye this incredibly high-risk, high-reward target. Why bother hitting triples if one perfect shot ends it all?
That suggests a very different style of competitive play back then, more focused on that killer shot.
Absolutely. Audacious, accurate, game-ending. It's baked right into the 1936 design.
Incredible. And I guess to make all these zones clear, he had to think about colors too.
He did. The patent even mentions the color scheme segments alternating red and gray, the circular portions being red, gray, and black. It even notes the coloring is symbolized according with the chart of the rules of practice of the patent office. Very official.
Leaving nothing to chance. And those deflecting wires, they had to be tough too, right?
Yeah, the patent mentions how they were secured, either clinched over at the back or held down with staples, basically ensuring they stayed tight and did their job, even after countless dart impacts.
It's just amazing. You think of a dartboard as, well, just a board. But Widmeier treated it like a serious piece of engineering in 1935. Solving wear, solving scoring disputes, building in this dramatic game structure.
It really shows, doesn't it? Even seemingly simple, fun things often have layers and layers of really thoughtful design behind them, all focused on making it work well and last long.
Okay, so thinking about all that, what really jumps out at you, our listener? We'd love to know what part of Charles J. Widmeier's 1936 design you found the most, I don't know, surprising or interesting.
Yeah, we're really curious. Was it maybe the fact that the board center was designed to be rotated and flipped, that whole 2 boards in 1 durability thing? Did you know about that?
Or maybe it was those deflecting wires. The idea that they weren't just dividers, but actively designed to stop bounce outs and force a score. That was pretty neat.
Or I suspect for a lot of people, it's going to be that rule about the black bullseye, meaning an instant win.
Yeah.
Game over. Was that the biggest wow moment for you?
Let us know. Find us on social media. Tell us what you think. And hey, like, review, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you tell a friend who thinks darts is just chucking 20 things at a wall.
So just to wrap it up, we dove into U.S. patent 2,060,405, the dartboard by Charles J. Widmeier, and the key takeaways really are about serious engineering for fun, solving durability with that replaceable, rotatable, reversible center, and ensuring scoring integrity with those clever dart-deflecting wires. Plus, that amazing instant win rule.
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive. We really hope you enjoyed kind of dissecting the hidden smarts behind a dartboard. Your loyalty makes this all possible.
Indeed. Join us next time as we tackle another iconic patent that shaped our lives. And we'll leave you with this question to ponder. If modern darts mostly ditched that instant win bullseye for just point scoring, what other subtle, interesting rules or strategic elements from older game designs might have gotten lost along the way?